Hi everyone, I'm Emily Longeretta.
And I'm Michael Schneider, and welcome to Variety's Awards Circuit, where we're looking at some of the key television categories in this year's Primetime Emmy race. And this time we're looking at the performers in the drama field. And Emily, let's kick it off with actress. The frontrunners this year are pretty incredible, starting with Sharon Horgan from Bad Sisters. We got Melanie Lynskey from Yellowjackets, Dame Helen Mirren, from 1923, Bella Ramsey from The Last of Us, Sarah Snook from Succession, Imelda Staunton from The Crown, Elizabeth Moss from The Handmaid's Tale, and Emma Darcy from House of the Dragon. Now, Zendaya won last year from Euphoria, not eligible this year since there wasn't a new season just yet, so that keeps it wide open.
Yeah. And wide open it is. Look at that list. Talk about a lot of talented women.
Yeah. Now, Sarah Snook is new to the lead actress category this time. She's generally been in the supporting, so this really adds a new layer of competition to this race.
And I think Succession has been such a big show this year, and she has been someone that everyone is talking about.
Well, your mom loves me more than she loves you because she's cracked. You wanna actually clear the air? Fine. You betrayed me.
I would say if there was a front runner in this group, it would be her, but it's hard to even say that.
Yeah, because obviously Elizabeth Moss, a favorite from The Handmaid's Tale.
He raped me and kept me prisoner. He was a monster, and he deserved to die.
And then you've got names like Helen Mirren, who is, an A-lister of A-listers.
Yeah. Men kill with bullets or a noose, which is to say men kill quick. Their fight is with me now. I kill much slower.
But then Melanie Lynskey, she's been everywhere this year.
She won some awards last year for Yellowjackets. People really love her. And like you said, she's been everywhere. She popped up in The Last of Us. She's all over the place.
Exactly, where Bella Ramsey could be up against her too in Best Actress. And of course, that's a big deal since Ramsey would be one of the younger actors ever to make it into this category.
Everybody fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I'd be safe with somebody else, because the truth is, I would just be more scared.
And then, of course, with Imelda Staunton, The Crown has never been ignored by the TV Academy, regardless, so we can't count her out.
Yeah, the role of Queen Elizabeth II is always a favorite, and of course won it for Olivia Colman. It's a real interesting race. But you know what else is an interesting race?
Actor.
Yeah.
The actor race is also filled with so many strong actors, starting with Jeremy Strong from Succession, of course, also Kieran Culkin from Succession, Brian Cox from Succession.
Who will win the Succession?
And then, of course, Bob Odenkirk from Better Call Saul for one last time.
It's now or never,
It's now or
voters.
never.
It is now or never.
You did what? Why would you do that?
Time has expired.
God damn it!
You put my name on the board of a fictional corporation. I had to give it up. I didn't really have a choice.
Pedro Pascal for The Last of Us, Jeff Bridges for The Old Man, Patty Considine for House of the Dragon, Diego Luna for Andor. There's a lot of genre shows in this too. I didn't even just realize that as I'm reading this, but of course Lee Jung-jae won last year.
From a genre show.
From a genre show. Squid Game, of course, not in the race this year. Kevin Costner won the Globe, Jason Bateman won the SAG. So all of those people are out of this race.
They're out of this race. So in other words, this is the time to give it to Bob Odenkirk.
Here you go.
But
Can he beat the Succession
I
men?
do feel like, well, the thing with the Succession is that it is 3 people. I mean, they'll all get nominated. Let's put it out there right now. All 3 of them are going to get nominated. So the question is then eventually who's going to win? And does that 3-way race actually allow someone else to sneak in?
Right.
And that's where you could have a Bob Odenkirk or a Pedro Pascal, who, by the way, I mean, he's the internet's daddy. He's television star Pedro Pascal, also The Mandalorian. He is having a moment as well.
How old are you again?
36.
Gonna have to wear diapers soon.
Who says I don't already?
This is going to replay in my mind. But I think Diego Luna is also having a moment. I mean, Andor has really broken through as probably the best of the Star Wars TV shows.
Calm down. We'll be all right.
Well, let's move on to supporting actress now. We've got some great contenders for here too. Now we have to start with Jennifer Coolidge because
the favorite.
Right now everything Jennifer Coolidge touches turns to awards.
Yes.
And this was her final performance in The White Lotus. Spoiler alert.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think most women are drips, but it's not their fault. They have a lot to be depressed about.
But, you know, because now it is in the drama category, this puts her in the supporting race, but it does put her against my beloved Ray Seahorn, who was finally nominated last year and best be nominated again this year. We'll see when the actual nominations come out, but nonetheless, a tour de force for her final season on that show. But you speak of The White Lotus, and you've got Aubrey Plaza, who had a standout there, and then you've got The Crown, of course, Elizabeth Debicki playing Princess Di in a heartbreaking season.
On numerous occasions over the years, I've asked to see you so that we might talk face to face, and on every occasion, you refused or were unavailable.
And then you've got the Yellowjackets, you've got Christina Ricci out there, and Succession is even in this category. Now, Sarah Snook may have moved to actress, but J. Smith Cameron is still there. Speaking of White Lotus again, Megan Fahey. I mean, a number of people from White Lotus.
The entire
could
White
be
Lotus
nominated.
cast could be nominated.
Now,
there is a chance there.
And I mentioned Ray Seahorn from Better Call Saul, but you know who else could be nominated for Better Call Saul? National treasure, Carol Burnett, who celebrated her 90th birthday this year, who has a special that could very well be nominated for an Emmy this year too. But in this category, Carol Burnett was in enough episodes that she's actually eligible for supporting actress. And who doesn't love Carol Burnett?
Not a pound and a half. You overshot last time.
Oh, sorry about that.
What do we have here?
Extra sharp Wisconsin cheddar.
So what's interesting, SAG Awards, they don't have a supporting category. They only have straight up female actor in a drama, which Jennifer Coolidge won. Now for the Globe, Julia Garner won, whose awards Catnip. She's not eligible this year. She also won the Emmy last year. So a lot of possibilities, but Jennifer Coolidge feels like a front runner. She always is a front runner in something like this.
She absolutely does. And I think that you, obviously you love Ray. You have been, you know, touting her as she deserves it for a very long time. For me, it's Megan Fahey in The White Lotus. I think she really stood out. And it's just really tough when you're up against so many strong contenders and someone like Jennifer Coolidge, who not only is so great in the show, but she's really having a moment. Everyone is talking about her, and for good reason.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to one final category. We've got supporting actor now.
Yeah, in the supporting actor race, we have Matthew McFadden, of course, from Succession, Giancarlo Esposito from Better Call Saul, F. Murray Abraham from The White Lotus, Matt Smith, House of the Dragon, Alan Ruck from Succession, of course, Nicholas Braun from Succession.
Yeah, just keep going
Alexander
on. Succession.
Skarsgård from Succession.
Yeah.
And then John Lithgow from The Old Man could also be up in their frontrunner list. And Matthew McFadden won last year. So is this once again going to be dominated by Succession?
Yes, it will be.
Yes.
And again, that's a question of how many Succession supporting actors can be in a single category. Now, there's a good shot that, you know, Nicholas Braun could make it back in, Alan Ruck, Alexander Skarsgård, who really had a huge role in this year's season of Succession, very much in the hunt too.
All right, wake up, zombies! Time to activate! Come on! Phones! I want to see some fucking phones!
If you have 4 Succession actors in a category, do they sort of cannibalize each other, allowing for someone else to come in? Or is there still an opportunity, because these supporting actor and actress categories generally get about 8 nominees, which allows for more folks. So you still could very well see Giancarlo Esposito come in one last time. Maybe Jonathan Banks too, from Better Call Saul. And then there's that chance of you need some House of the Dragon representation. And Matt Smith is a favorite. He's been around for a while. John Lithgow is a huge Emmy favorite from The Old Man. So you could see him in as well. So then you throw in all of these people and, you know, the heartbreaking Matthew McFadden from Succession. It feels like he could have another
2 years in a row.
Emmy, but we'll see when we get to that point.
We'll get there.
Yes, indeed. But that is it for now. Please join us again for another edition of Awards Circuit.
Thanks for watching.